Friends, neighbors, country people, lend me your head holes, and welcome to another episode of UST Unexpectedly Serious Turn, our D&D 5e Twitch stream, yay! Alright, so we do have remnants of Carpaway back. We are certainly very excited for that. The first episode back was last night, and we should keep going. Then we also have our new item in the UST merch store, which is based off of me, so you know. Sorry. If you want your Keeper merch, go ahead and check that over there. And other than that, let's head right back into the world of Unna, shall we? Last time we saw our intrepid adventurers, they were meeting up at the inn, waking up and making plans for what they needed to do to investigate this orphanage on their day off that they had. They met up with another adventurer, a sailor, by the name of Kira, who helped them investigate this orphanage in town and learn a little bit about the many different orphans there. They had some shenanigans, were wizards for a while, and came out with a lot of new information about exactly what was going on, or what they think is potentially going on, in this town, including the knowledge of a thing called the Collectorate, which they're hoping to find answers for. So, having finished your investigation and Kira swept back to her ship, what would you like to do?
She didn't steal any of those papers, huh?
Nope.
No, I believe she put them back in the drawers.
Dang it. Oh well. Proof we could. But that's okay. That's neat to hear. Alright, so we know that there's shady stuff and some child stealing and all that. We also know that there's some academic abuse, at the very least, happening at the orphanage. So maybe it's time for us to go to school.
Indeed, maybe we can find out a little bit more about this Collectorate.
Yeah.
Time to school some nerds.
Yeah, I'm down. Honestly, after everything that I've seen and heard.
I think it's a really good idea, but I think we need to go about it really smart.
That's, you know what?
That's what they'll be expecting.
Exactly. I thought that at first too, but they're a bunch of smarties. I think if we're going to outsmart them, we have to be dumb.
Yeah, exactly. We gotta throw them off with some dumbassery. You see.
Oh, yeah. They say there's no defense against chaos.
We're really good at that.
Got many of those for sure. Agents of chaos aplenty in this party.
Can we get a zebra?
Fuck it. Why not?
Oh, it just occurred to me, you know who might know about the Collectorate is that snooty elf pirate, or the snooty elf captain.
That's... Yeah, possibly.
If I was going to hire anybody here to do clandestine child stealing, probably them.
Probably be the Pris and the silk white gloves.
But you know what, we can table that. We can back pocket that.
Hey.
Such jaded heroes we are. But yeah, let's follow that.
You.
I don't have a better idea, so I suppose.
What if we release a zebra and maybe some other animals into the school? Add a little bit of chaos in there.
Well, I mean, we'd have to get them from the zoo to the library unseen. And I can't cast invisibility on anyone.
Oh.
And then I'm gonna just turn and look at Glib. Can you cast invisibility on anyone?
Nope. Can't do that.
Damn.
We can cast hat costume and sexy pirate. That is what we can cast to sneak our way in.
Can you prestidigitate zoo animals?
Very tiny ones.
Ones.
I don't think I can move if you do.
Oh no, it's a golden lion tamaran standing still in the courtyard. Everyone, come quickly!
Alright.
And that would buy us too much time.
That would be something like major image, not...
Maybe if Glib just stood outside the whole time being like, whoa, what's that? And we just sneak inside and have a minute or two.
Oh my gosh, they're doing such complex magic out here. I can barely keep track of what's happening. The weave!
Alright, well, okay, so...
So where are we in relation to the school, by the way?
We're standing right outside the orphanage.
Yeah, you're standing like right outside the orphanage. So let me pull y'all.
It's fine. All the kids are inside. They can't.
The map real quick. So the orphanage is kind of in this corner over here. You're approximately here. Maybe even a little further. Maybe like here. And then the school is this.
Okay. So
What?
we're over here, and the school and all that is in this area, right?
And where's the librarian?
The librarian is over here.
Okay, so we're clear ass on the other end of town.
Yes.
From the librarian, yeah.
Okay. So here's my idea. Because I think it ties in with one that our wonderful Edwin had. So since we have to go over here from here, why don't we traipse our ass more or less through and create I mean, if anyone asks where we're going, or where we were going from the industrial district back to our inn because we had nothing else to do and because our boat leaves in the morning. Because a cover story is important when you crime. And then on the way there, we cause a distraction, and then we beat ourselves a nerd ass.
Okay, so we're not going to get information, we're going to...
Beat a nerd ass?
Yeah. We're not looking for the Collectorate, we're looking to...
Well, I mean, we can... I imagine he might know something about the Collectorate. We can ask him while I'm knocking his teeth out with a hammer.
Okay, so interrogation and beating?
Yeah, I mean, I've told some forms of torture are all immoral, but I'm told that they can be effective.
Now remember, he's a nerd. He'll be expecting us to ask questions. We gotta throw him off. Okay,
Instead, we have to make him ask us questions. That would really put him in some jeopardy.
Yes, indeed. Gotta flip the script.
Are we going to take a carriage over or walk? Because if we took a carriage, our excuse is a little less...
I would say we take a carriage most of the way and maybe stop to go shopping on the way.
Okay.
We're stopping to see our friend Nahra.
You would know that there were some magic shops near the university, as well as that the shop part of the armory nearby.
So,
right, Fen wanted to visit the armory, right? The blacksmith.
Indeed.
Right. So we just take it there to stop there and be like, oh, we're just doing oh, look at that. The university's right there. Might as well, hey there, Nahra, our new compatriot and friend and fellow.
We did tell
How
Nahra
are
not
you
to be at the school for the afternoon.
Well, we told her in the morning, and it is now noon, and by the time we get there, it'll be afternoon.
That's true.
So she may be back
Oh,
with
we
her
have a
brother.
sending stone for her, though?
We do.
We do indeed, so I can just give her the ring-a-ding.
What
See
if...
if she's there or not.
Where's
Assuming
the
she's
armory in
carrying
relation
person.
to... Or do we know? Do we have any idea?
You think the armory would probably be just off campus around here. Because this would be the start of the industrial district,
Mm-hmm.
and you were told it was kind of on the border between the industrial district and
So
the
it's
school.
like It's basically like.
So it's round about here.
Like
The campus is kind of this whole green, grassy green area on the map,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, pretty much the whole green area is campus.
okay.
I say we just grab a cab. They'll know where the armory is. Yeah, then we can go from there.
I think that once we get on campus, it might be a good idea if our excuse is that we're looking to go see Nahra, and then we take her off campus, and then go do the meeting.
I'm gonna pull one of the jugs of the ambrosia out of the bag of holding. I'm gonna uncork it. I just want to. How much alcohol is in this? Just like
Surprisingly, none.
Roll me either a nature or arcana check.
copy that. Let's see. Okay, which one's higher? Arcana is only a +2. Okay, and fuck it, they're both the same. That's a dirty 20.
Okay.
Oh shit, I rolled on the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Hang on, that doesn't count. Doesn't count.
I totally forgot.
Please do the fancy new thing. Hold
I'm doing
on.
the fancy new thing. Okay.
We're gonna go over here, visit our new friend, the dice tray.
Yeah.
You are sure that there is alcohol in there?
That's fair. Okay.
Smells very sweet. Smells very magic.
Mhm.
Would you
So
like
I'm just
me
gonna
to try
gonna pop the cork back on, throw it back in the bag of holding. Alright, I don't know that my idea would work. I was going to suggest that we cause a little chaos with the ambrosia, yeah, but I don't know if there's enough alcohol in here to make it work.
Do you want to start another fire?
Do you want me to check the alcohol?
By all means, I'm gonna hand her Actinia the jug.
Let's see if I can
In
do
my
that.
experience, having had my village burnt down, nothing quite causes chaos and panic like a fire.
Okay, let's see if I can find something.
I think we could plan this out in a cart.
I think so too.
I assumed that we were trying to get a cart while we were talking about this part, since we said that we were.
Oh, it's super easy to get a cart.
Oh.
Yeah. So, since we said that we were kind of headed that way.
I need to stop. I wanna change.
What's up?
I wanna change into my new gi, please.
I thought you were already wearing it.
Not the new one.
Oh, then yeah, we can. Is there a place to stop so that Strix can change into the new gi?
Roll me an investigation check.
Alright. Give me 1 moment while I pull that up. Investigation, you said?
Yeah.
I'll help him.
Okay. You can do advantage.
With it. Oh, okay.
With
Thank God for that. Holy shit.
She's also like 2.5 feet tall. Like, take your cloak
So, I
off,
mean,
find
I
a
could-
corner, hold it up. She could change in like 2 seconds.
Fluff it.
Yeah, we can
And that's pretty much like the closest you can find. I mean, admittedly, you're in a place that's mostly full of like,
Oh god, that first one, man.
It's all,
factories and things like
warehouses
that.
and stuff, right? So like, it's
And
not,
yeah,
not a whole lot of foot
genuinely-
traffic.
Edwin's statement of just take your cloak off and hold it up. She's 2 feet
Okay.
tall.
Alright.
Find a wall. Yeah, that's pretty much what you got.
I mean, the
Hey.
carts don't have a driver, right? So when we hail it down, we can just like
There's no
let
driver.
you go in. Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Never mind.
They just don't have horses.
They're just whipping the air.
For the alcohol, it was an Arcana check.
I think you said
Yeah,
or
either
nature.
Arcana or Nature.
All right.
But
Okay, I'll do
you'd
that.
probably be better off with Arcana. So roll me that beautiful.
Yay!
You.
Wait,
Yeah, it looks like it
I rolled a
an
bad.
advantage for some reason. Let me double check your sheet real quick. Sorry, guys. New toy. Who dis?
We have a lot of green dice.
I will change my color.
And the first roll was a 14.
All right. Perfect. Thank you. It should no longer do that for you, so now you don't have to. With 14, it smells pretty darn alcoholic from what you can tell. But it is a little discombobulating to really be sure just how alcoholic. A, because you're not exactly the drinker type.
Yeah.
And B, there's something funky about this alcohol.
Okay. So it's got alcohol.
It's got alcohol. You're pretty sure it's got a good amount of alcohol. Good number of alcohols. Good amount of
Good number.
alcohol.
It has
Here's-
many alcohols.
It has many alcohols.
So this should start a fire, but how big of one is a little bit up in the air. It'll be big enough.
It could be too big.
It could be too big.
That's my city.
But I do have, if we want to put it out, I have create water if it gets too crazy.
I mean, Glib, can't you just, start a fire?
Oh yeah, at Flint and Tinder.
I don't. so
Anybody
I
can
just
start a
thought that.
fire.
Yeah, what we're looking for is an explosion to get people's attention.
Oh.
So technically, it should work.
If it makes you feel any better, my first thought was if the armory was close enough to the library, I could just huck one of these into the forge as much as it would break my heart.
What if we just went there and walked around like we belonged?
I don't think books themselves are inherently the problem.
Yeah.
And that's coming from me,
The man who hates books.
man who hates books.
Well,
The problem isn't books. The problem
Like
is
books?
the nerds who use the books for evil.
that's a fair point, yeah.
And this is proof, okay? Power corrupts. Knowledge is power. You study hard, you become evil. That's just how it happens. Studying is not the way. It's wrong. Don't do it.
Stay out of school, kids. Do some drugs instead.
Well, I don't know about all that.
I mean, maybe
But-
not drugs. A good drink.
Maybe.
Wait.
I'm gonna let this one go. Just, I can't even come up with a
Disclaimer.
reasonable.
We are joking. Please stay in school. Study
Seriously,
hard.
yes.
Education is important, and don't drink or do drugs unless you are old enough to drink, and only do so responsibly. Back to game.
I
We've
can't.
had
I
a
can't
lot of fun here tonight.
Strix is just sitting there going.
To be fair, I was only in school.
I would be very unhappy with you right now.
Who?
Hey, I don't read.
Nah.
Oh, I don't follow now.
Fine. It's all good. It's great. But I also agree that we shouldn't burn all the books. Like, there's useful things in the books.
Actually, I might have a way of distracting one or two of them.
Yes,
What
we
is
just
it?
go talk to this guy.
I agree with Glib.
Y'all have an open invitation to go in anytime to the office right next to Zavin's office.
Yeah.
And
So,
then we could just have someone
I'm
keep
gonna-
watch.
I'm gonna go find a corner. I need to change.
Somebody got a cloak, because I don't personally have one.
No,
Yeah.
my last one
Yes,
is
you
a
do.
library.
What do you call your hood?
Well, yeah, but I need that so that I can see.
I have a cloak too that I'm wearing.
Let me
Well,
see.
Strix is
There you go.
changing. Maybe it's better if you don't see.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, come on.
Actinia, could
if
you
we
hold
make
that up for me for like just a few minutes while I change, please?
yeah, if we want me to be able to see today at all, it's probably better that I don't.
Change one vice
You
for
could
another,
just
huh?
go that way.
Come
Go
on,
that
man.
way, please.
Okay,
so-
you could just go to Lidol. There's still a standing invitation there from a barkeeper.
I'm gonna change.
That's true. There
I'm gonna hold
was.
this up.
Mm-hmm. And I change into my new sparkly stealthy things.
Stealthy.
That
Very
sounds
pretty.
counterproductive.
Is there
Technically
a lot
not.
of little bells and chimes
It
too?
glimmers. She said it glimmers and
It
kind of
has-
sparkles and like
It
There's
glimmers in
shimmery.
shadow.
There's like black, slightly reflective thread that's used for embroidery on it. So it's like a midnight blue with some black embroidery that has some reflection to it. But it acts more as like, you know how leopards have the spots and it makes them blend in more? It works as interruptive camouflage is kind of how it seems to function.
Okay.
There's been a lot of work and effort put into this by one very, very expensive rich butt tiefling.
so
Alden?
I've changed into that.
Okay, I'm gonna put it back on.
Fair enough. And y'all get yourselves a cab.
Yeah. You there, cabby man. Take us to near the school, the armory. Yes.
You got it. Get
Thank-
inside.
Thank you,
No
friend.
problem,
Are you
Welcome.
still like
dude.
wizard Glib?
Maybe.
What was that name?
Yes, he's still the wizard.
Gobber?
Novel?
Globble?
Gerbil?
I don't know. I wasn't there, so
Glibber?
No, it was like Gobber
Gibbler.
or something like that. It was like
Gibbler.
Gobber.
I think it was like something like that.
It was like Gobber.
Some-
Kimmy Gibbler?
Gold Gauss.
Glib dwarf the green. I don't.
So you guys asked to be taken to the university or to the armory?
the armory.
Armory.
Okay. So you were taken successfully to the armory.
So I will walk into the armory.
Fantastic. You are met with a lizard folk standing behind the counter. Refined and elegant looking madam with some lovely weapons and armor around. Nods to you politely.
I'm going to inspect some of the weapons on the wall and just kind of like compare and contrast, one craftsman to another kind of a thing.
Fair enough.
How do they look by comparison to mine?
Roll me... Roll me an investigation check at advantage.
Copy that.
And y'all do have advantage toggle at the top
Yes.
of your character sheets. Or you should.
You said investigation?
Yeah, I would say investigation.
That is 16.
16. You're pretty confident that yours are better. But not by much. These are still very skilled craftsmen who've worked very hard. Everything here is very polished. It's a little bit more elegant than what you do. You can tell a little bit more like artisanship has gone into it, whereas you tend to be a little bit more like
Crude and
Yeah.
to the point. Yeah.
Yeah, you aren't very, like, you would assume that this person works with a dex mod as well as a strength mod, whereas you just work with strength, because beat it into submission, and then it'll work.
Right.
But it slices good. So, like, that's kind of, you see a little bit more, like, artisanship to it. Everything's a little bit more, like, carved and things like that. Decorated.
So fancy.
Good, madam. And I'm going to set the hammer whip down on the counter. I'm hoping to look at your wares, one craftsman to another, and I'm damn impressed. And it was like, just as an example of some of my work, Do you have anything that and I'm gonna gesture to my party, that my compatriots and I might find more suitable to our needs? Unfortunately, as adventurers, I haven't been able to sit down at a forge of late.
What do you prefer? Weapons or armor?
A little bit of both.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Shit. I mean, what? No, shit. It was still an advantage. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
I didn't turn it off.
Well, you can always just take the first number.
Yeah.
Well, it rolled both at the same time, so I don't know.
No, the one that shows up first is the one that,
Oh!
The one that shows up in chat first.
So is that the 4?
Yeah, it would be the 4.
Okay, so we can do that.
Oof.
I see. I have many wares. Your talents are very clear. You have skill, if rudimentary. If you would look for something more finessed, I have many rapiers and daggers. I have...
Well, we have one among us that uses bladed fans. I've never seen the like before, to be honest. And another of our number has a spear. And I'm going to point to Glib. It's like, he cheats. He has a patron that gives him a weapon. So unless you've got anything that's going to outdo what an archfey can make, I think he's fine. And Edwin here just recently got a hold of a magic rapier. Unless you've got one that's better than his too, in which case we'll take a look at that one as well.
Ben over here just selling out his party. Just
right.
Oh, that guy knows archfey. He stabs people.
Might as well just be like, "Hello, stranger. Ears off, character sheets."
She's not. Well, that's the thing, though. Is she's not a stranger to me anymore. I already looked at everything that she makes, so I already have a pretty good idea of.
In his mind, he's like, "You're a blacksmith. I know everything about you now."
Well, it's like
yes.
you're artistic.
I've seen your soul.
You're more into like finessed weaponry that's prettier and better for the eye, especially because of a place like Xades. So he's already like pieced bits and pieces of it together. Like, so he's trying to get in his mind. He's trying to get her to focus on what we need.
Hey, you do know that blacksmiths can also be bad people, right?
Yeah, I was one.
I know it's hard to believe with you being just such an upstanding citizen.
And just so
some of
amazing.
them are pretty shady.
Yeah, at some point I'm going to have to introduce you to my blacksmithing master.
You assume that I am going to cause you harm.
Me? No.
No.
No, this was all OOC.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I have some rather good bows. It sounds as though you need range in your repertoires. A crossbow, for certain. And, of course, armor. I love armor.
Yeah, how many of us use... And I'm going to kind of, turn... How many of us actually, other than myself... Actinia, do you use armor?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Don't want it. Thank you, though.
Right.
It looks beautiful.
I have... I'm going to kind of, tell you, I was like, I've got this, and I'm going to use the snap-on breastplate and do the snap so it, pops, and then, pop it back on. But that's really... I think that's about the best we got when it comes to armor. What do you have in the way of armor?
I'm gonna move my cloak. I just got this stuff going on.
It's just
Nothing
leather,
fancy.
right? Or is it?
Hey, that's just.
I've got a little bit of armor. Middle
What's your AC again?
13.
Yeah, we need to get you armor.
You need armor.
I'm a beanie.
I mean, if y'all want to roll me another persuasion check, maybe you can...
Can I roll one too?
Yeah, you can roll one.
It probably won't be good, but I still want to try.
Since you're hoping
Oh, help.
Yeah.
Can I help?
Yes.
Edwin, can you roll
what would you say to
persuasion for
help?
me?
What would you say?
So I personally don't wear armor, but it's very beautiful, and I think Actinia could really use some better armor. Something that you have here would do her very well.
Go ahead and roll me your persuasion check, Actinia.
Oh, you have medium.
Just by looking as pathetic as possible with your armor.
Well, that one was
You've
a
managed
3.
to catch her. Well, yes, but you do have advantage, so one more time.
Oh, jeez.
Once more with feeling.
With feeling now, come on!
Put a
Fingers
little more
crossed, come
oomph
on.
into those digital dice. Oh shit.
Oh my god.
And what did you... I mean, you're
I'm
at least
doing
in
great
double
over
digits.
here.
I will give it to you.
Yay.
Because I am feeling nice. I will
Okay.
give you one of the things that she has.
I'm okay with that.
You are adventurers, you have coin.
Of course.
Yes. Yes, we do.
Yeah, I think so.
At your request, I do have something that might be of interest that I may share for the right price.
She walks back a little bit,
That is
Opens
how
up-
stores work.
opens up a cabinet in the back, and pulls out a single thing, folds it over her arm, closes it, and walks back over. She puts it in front of you, and you see... You see in front of you a mithril chain shirt.
Ooh.
Ooh.
No,
Light
that is
and
damn
will
impressive. I'm
It is
sorry?
light. It is light. It will not make the noises you are used to for difficult movement, It is
No, it
strong.
won't.
but will not encumber.
Yeah, neither will the coins in our bags after that.
Also, a good point. How much is this?
1,500 gold pieces.
Edwin,
Yes.
would you, and I'm just gonna kind of like, would you mind, talking to my colleague here? Oh,
Right, so listen. Hello.
Oh,
I'm in quite a predicament, as I'm not fond of the whole brawling situation. Yet, due to no fault of my own, I find myself in situations where I'm consistently being shot or
And
attacked.
burnt.
And burnt. Thank you, Glib. Thank you. Thank you. I
Dab.
would appreciate having that happen less often or less harmful to my person. Is there anything else you may have in addition to this lovely item that could help me out? Maybe strike a bundle deal of some sort.
Roll me a
Would be
persuasion check.
lovely. Absolutely. I know how computers work. No, I don't.
I lied.
I
In
lied.
fact, I don't.
So that would be a 24.
24. Got it. Just looking at it, I'm just like, ugh, he rolled a 14 and it's 24. Fine.
To be fair, that's also the most effort he's put into persuading anyone of anything.
Yes,
So.
it's extremely impressive. She walks back over to that cabinet, opens it up again, and pulls out. Hold on. Do I have it? But I need to double check what I have. What I have. She pulls out. Well, she pulls out some padded leather armor, and she pulls out a scale mail shirt. This one seems to be made of a different metal, actually. And she walks over with it and says, "Now this is much more pricey. This is adamantine. But I do also have a rather nice studded leather that may be good for one of your frame and skill set. I would be willing to add the adamantine for quite a bit more. But the studded leather I think I could include in the original price. For one such as yourself."
So it'd be the studded with the mithril, you said?
Yeah, studded with the mithril would
For
be
1,500?
1,400, I think.
Well, 1,400.
I think I
Gee,
said
we're already
You
wearing
said
her
15,
down.
but
Oh, I said 15? I meant 14.
but now if you're saying 14, then like,
I will
that's
say
fine.
14.
I'll take
Yeah,
that.
let's go with 14.
14, that's,
I will allow that, yes.
Do you also happen to have any dart weapons?
I do. I have a few sewn weapons. One is a knife. Throwing dart is also available.
The other one's what?
So she brings out a dart, and then one of them is a short throwing knife. So she has those two things.
I'm gonna look down at Strix.
Is the dart a throwing dart or a blow dart?
Throwing dart.
Throwing dart?
I'm gonna go up and take a look at both of them and kind of lift them in my hands and feel the weight difference and see if there's anything I can figure out about them.
The small knife kind of just seems like a light dagger. You would guess it would probably be approximate of that sort of range and damage. The dart is just a dart, but it's got some fancy carvings on it.
What's the price difference in these?
That's a great question. Hold on a second. Civic. Okay. That's right. That's a great question, and I know there's a place for this, and I just need to find it.
While you're looking that up, Actinia's gonna nudge Fen and be like, "Can you ask her about daggers and see if she's got anything?"
There's one right over there.
Yeah.
The throwing knife is 4 gold pieces. The dart would be 2 silver.
I'll take them both.
Actinia, are you looking for like a magic dagger, or are you, are you looking for like a master? Like, what kind of anything?
Cheapest one.
She'll bring out a dagger and just be like, 4 gold pieces.
I'm gonna pull out 5 gold pieces. All right. You let me use a forge for an hour for that, and I'll just forge a one myself.
I don't think we're working on all the time in the world currently.
Yeah.
Damn. Fine, and I'm gonna...
We can come back.
I'll take the 5 gold back. But I will put down the 1,400 for the armor, for sure. Alright, and then you said it was 4 gold for the dagger, right?
Indeed.
Alright. No, put the 4 gold down as well. And I'll hand Actinia the dagger. And I'm gonna look at it and it's pretty, and I'm just gonna... It's fine, it's fine.
Thank you.
Ben, roll me an insight check.
Insight?
Yeah.
Oh, this could be bad.
Oh god.
Oh, my insight is... I mean, it's +3 at least. What do I got? 21!
There you go.
Very nice. You know that she is upcharging you through the nose for most of these, and the only thing that you've gotten a decent deal on is the armor.
Yeah.
Because of Edwin.
I have a question.
Yes.
I'm looking for some dwarves that might know how to smith magical metals. Not in Xades particular, but I'm trying to find the location of where they might be. Xades is the capital of everything magic.
I am unaware of any particular dwarves, I am afraid.
Insight check.
Go for it.
That's a 23.
Wow.
I
she's
really
saying
don't believe her.
You really don't. But she is unfortunately telling you the truth. She knows nothing about magic dwarves. You also get the feeling that she does some of the artistic elements, and she is the salesperson.
She didn't forge these.
She didn't forge any of this. You look at her hands, and her hands don't look like someone who has done a whole lot of, like... So...
Where's your partner?
Roll me a persuasion check.
Can I roll intimidation instead?
Yeah, you can roll me intimidation instead. Sure.
I feel like maybe we're losing the thread.
And I feel like we're maybe losing the purpose.
Nah, it's a 7.
Am I not to your standards?
No, I just know you didn't forge these.
I don't know if she ever said she did.
Work in a shop.
That's fine. I might have some questions for the person that did smith these, though, and I will make... I don't have time to do it today, unfortunately. We are rather busy. But I'll be back in a few days, and I'll make it worth their while.
I will ensure that he is informed.
Excellent. And I'll just turn and walk out.
I reach in my bag and I throw my money on the table for my knife and dart.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Thank
right,
you.
shit.
I appreciate it.
I was going to pay for that. I forgot what they
please
cost.
pay for things.
I did.
It was 4 gold for the daggers, and then 2 silver for the dart.
Got it.
Thank you. They're very pretty. Appreciate it. Enjoy your day,
Thanks.
skillful ones.
Alright, let's go!
Indeed.
Oh, let's go.
I imagine that we are immediately just going straight to the library, right, guys?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
All right.
Which one?
Well, the library's not where...
Or the school.
We're
That's
going
right.
to the school.
The school.
Okay. All right.
I keep calling it the library. I'm sorry.
Because this is a transition, and we've been going for a little while, and I want a break. Why don't we take a quick break, guys, and we'll be right back.
Woo!
Sounds good.
She's gonna put on her dark horns.
Welcome back, everybody. I hope you enjoyed your break. I know we certainly did. So, I apologize for the early break, but we'll go a little bit longer on the back end, just in case. You guys decided that you were going to head to the university, so... Woo. Heading towards the university, walking
Indeed.
around the campus. Gonna
Let's
go buy
go.
yourselves a cup of coffee so nobody questions why you're there. It's a
That's a
joke.
good idea.
That's my go-to. Anytime you need to blend in, you just buy a cup of coffee and walk around like you know where you're going. It has worked surprisingly well for me. So
I mean,
not just in D&D games.
I'm a big proponent of just walking around like you belong places.
yeah,
Yeah.
me too. Well, here's the question. Do we want to check with the Sending Stones and see if Nahra is even on the campus at the moment?
Are you gonna send a where you at?
This is boost mobile. Get the little
It's a boost stone. What do you?
boost stone.
Or do we want to use not knowing that she may or may not be there as an excuse to go onto campus and go right next to Zavin's office?
So we do that.
Alright, so do we want to do Boulder Parchment Shears?
For what?
Or-
See who's gonna escort Nahra if she's here?
I don't know that game.
Oh, it's
It's similar to.
You mean I know what that
toad,
is?
snake, slug.
Look,
Kinda,
I don't
yeah.
hang around a lot of people, okay? I don't know.
I was in a monastery for 15 years.
Yeah, so you had
In the
nothing to
woods.
do but play Boulder Parchment.
You had bacon, but not games.
I
well, yeah, they're bacon.
Same
was
here.
flying
and
around.
prostitution.
Bacon
I'm-
and prostitution, but not
I'm
games.
questioning your monastery more and more.
I know what this game is.
Okay. And I was like, wait, you don't know it? Anyway, so Boulder...
She doesn't know what this game is.
So I will explain to Actinia what, like, Boulder Parchment Shears is.
Just rock, paper, scissors, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
How about we decide when we get there?
That sounds fast. So,
Burn that bridge when you see each to it.
yeah, so I guess when we get there, we'll knock on Nara's office door. Just...
Well, yeah, let's. Are we?
What happened?
We couldn't really
Well,
hear you.
you said that you knocked on her door. So
Yep.
she said, come in.
Strix and Edwin, after you.
Who are you?
I'm pretty good. Thanks. What? Did you need any help with anything? Or, hi, it's so good to see all of you.
Yeah, I just wanted to check in and see how your daily errands went. Did you find the books you were looking for?
I They're absolutely wonderful. I'm so excited. There's a couple of spells in here that I think would be really great to transfer over into my personal book. It's really beautiful. I could walk you... Yes, anyway, but they're very, very nice. Thank you so much for just everything that you've done for me. That I hope the sending stone came back, but you didn't come here to ask me about my books.
No, I did actually. That's why that was my opening thing.
Well,
yeah.
Show
me more. Tell me about these books.
Yeah, absolutely. Here,
I'm going to give a listen to Zavin's office. Zavin's office is right next door, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to listen to see if Zavin is in his office.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I listen with him just in case?
Sure, you can do one as well.
Okay.
Okay, do you want me to do both of them separate, or do you want me to give Actinia advantage? Because if I'm not mistaken...
I have +8.
Yeah, so I'm going to give you advantage.
Okay. Hopefully I roll well.
Yeah. I only have a +3. Absolutely. I will give you advantage all day long.
Do I click the advantage button or roll?
Yeah, so at the top of
Okay.
your sheet where it says advantage, you can toggle it on.
Cool. I'm learning.
Bro! Oh, that's horse shit.
Why? Why?
That's horse shit. That was a 12.
Rough. That's
Fine. I'm okay. It's fine.
You got robbed, Noel. I'm so
Let's see what
sorry.
happens.
Well, you listen at the door, and you do hear some movement behind it, because Actinia has very good hearing. Nothing specific, but there does seem to be movement. While Edwin is getting his ear talked off by a very excited Nahra, who is just, pulling out different books with, explaining different pages and what they're for.
Mm-hmm, yes. Wow. Indeed. Wow. That's sure is something.
Mm-hmm.
Fascinating, yes.
She's, flipping through pages, showing you her favorite runes and things like that.
Hey,
Explaining
Nahra,
everything. Yeah?
you handle a lot of paperwork around here, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever run across anything called the Collectorate?
Roll me a persuasion check.
Here comes some sort of persuasion check.
Is there any way I could provide advantage since I'm talking to her? Or
I would say you lowered the DC significantly.
I've undone all your goodwill, but my persuasion check is a 21.
Nice.
I think so.
MK, your mic's cutting out a little bit.
Oh, it's probably just because she's very quiet. So, sounds, well, sometimes, I'm not sure where, but it sounds familiar. Why?
I heard it earlier, and I thought it sounded like a cool name for a thing. I wanted to see what it was for, and I assumed it was connected to the university.
Maybe. It's sort of,
Okay, it's inside time. It's inside check clock.
of course.
Oh.
A 6. She's probably not lying.
Yeah, you think she's being fairly honest. You can tell she's holding, I mean, even with a 6, you can tell she's holding something back. But you don't know if that's just because of, her being an awkward person or feeling uncomfortable with the situation. because human interaction, scary as heck. But it honestly a little bit like something the professors would come up with, but
right, it does have that sort of like academic. Oh yes, it's the Collectorate, right next to the Libertarium.
Exactly, the Collectorate of all great tomes, something like that.
Well, in this case, I think it's more of a collection of children's stories, but
Oh, really? You won't find any of those in here.
I think there's a lot of children's stories that end up here. Not in the library.
No. But, yeah, we could ask Zavin. He's in his office, and I'm sure he wouldn't mind if I looked into some things.
Yeah, I mean, I've just, I can't quite place where I, like, picked that up, but I don't know, it's just kind of bugging me.
She knocks on the door. You hear, "What, Nahra?" Professor, I just had a quick question, if that's okay.
Whoa, coming out swinging, Prof.
Such a dude from this nerd.
He opens the door and looks at all of you and goes, "I see the adventures, of course. Well, come in then. You probably have some sort of brave and daring request for me. More pirate information you're searching for."
No, Professor. Actually, they were actually looking for information on something called, the Collectorate?
You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Roll me an insight check.
I would also like to
Historically-
roll an insight check.
Whoever would like to roll an insight check can roll an insight check.
That's a 12 for me.
Let me see if I can do better.
I would,
I did a little bit better.
Yeah, I think he's just peachy right now. So
Yay!
so does Finn. Finn and I are like,
I
yeah,
am the
nothing's
only
wrong.
adult here right now.
Nothing's wrong.
no, I think there's plenty of adults.
What was yours, Noel?
26.
Nice!
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Glib, Fen, and Strix. This guy is very posh. He's very refined and schmancy, and honestly, he looks angry just all the time. Right? Like, all the time. Edwin and Actinia, you see...
Mine comes out to a 14 after modifier.
Yeah. But it's like there's you see him like go from refined, especially you, Actinia. You see him go from refined to like, I would say, Actinia, you're reading on him. Edwin, you're reading on Nahra a little more probably because you've got that like knowledge of it. He looks kind of sharp hearing that word, and you see Nahra flinch just the tiniest bit. Like she maybe just got in trouble. I don't know what could possibly be going on with something like that, but it's probably nothing you should be concerning yourself with when you have important paperwork and pirates.
Some like what? Sorry to interrupt, but it sounds like you have something to say on the topic if you're familiar with something like that.
There are many collections of people, places, and things, and none of them are worth my time or attention.
An incurious academic. Odd. I guess you'd have to be very specialized to get up to this point. Probably very narrow field of study. But I've been around many a wizard in my day, and never one was tired of learning information or doling it out. Oh man, I've been watching too much Columbo. See, wizards are weird. They're funny like that.
Roll me a persuasion check?
Persuasion. A 17.
I'd rather enjoy giving information, yes, as long as it's information that is important or pertinent to your task. Do you think that the Collectorate has something to do with the pirates?
Oh, I think the pirates might be involved. Without any further knowledge, it'd be hard to say yay or nay.
Well, I'd certainly be willing to look through it for you, if you were interested. But Nahra is far too busy to be wasting her time with things such as these. Yes, Professor. I understand.
You know what, sir? You are absolutely right. Nahra, come with me. Let's get you back to work while they sort this out. And then I'll gently, kind of grab her by the arm and, come on, come. Yes, let's go. Let's get back to work. Show me more of these books as you get back to your...
these books.
Yeah, if are you guys okay if I steal Edwin for just a little while?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's fine.
Maybe, if you guys could go and maybe run to Mage Gold's and get a cup of coffee or something for us?
I didn't take you for a rogue, but you can steal Edwin.
I'm going to pull out a small piece of paper, Keeper, and I'm going to write down a research topic. And I'm going to hand it to Edwin.
Okay.
Right. I'll tell you what, actually, I needed to look into a thing in the library anyway. If you guys could look into that ought to do something,
Right, if you'd be so kind as to help us out, as he says to Nahra.
Either Edwin or Glib, I will let you choose between yourselves. Roll a persuasion check at advantage.
I might have to give it over to Daddy Edwin.
Alrighty,
I believe he said pretty please.
Pretty please. Might even add a cherry on top. It would help if I clicked the right one.
Yes, it would.
Hey!
Holy
Oh.
I have never seen that number before.
Well, that happened.
Welcome to D&D on Roll20!
Oh my god.
That's a super success.
No, the worst part is it makes perfect sense logically and narratively, but just the fact that just happened. Ow.
That is a critical skill check right there.
What's it feel like to be a GIF?
They do exist.
Yep. Okay.
Very good.
So.
Good.
So yeah, she kind of nods, and she holds tighter to your hand, and says, I will return presently, Professor. And if any of you needed me or him, we will be around. And she just kind of leads you out. Before we jump to you guys.
So, one moment, because I just want to be extra cheeky. Just in case the party decides to do things as we leave. Feel as though this is going to get his goat. On my way out, I want to be like, later, prof. But I want it to be unsettling words. So the next saving he has to make is affected.
Nobody's ever called me prof.
God Because there's not a time on it. It's just the next save he makes.
Yeah, no, it's
So
just pretty
on
much
my way
forever.
out, I just want to like mildly disrespectfully, but not entirely to be called on it. Just later,
Fantastic.
Prof, as I'm walking out the door with her.
So she closes the door and kind of guides you to the other side of the room of the door, and she says, I think that's something important. Will you help me?
Of course, anything I can do.
I've never done this before. It would be really bad. But I think the place that I saw that was in Master Seven's room a long time ago. So, I need to go to his quarters. And I need help. I can't do this on my own.
I'm gonna take her hand and clasp it. Just don't worry. You got me. I'll be with you every step of the way. There and there with him. You and I will do the rest.
Let's go rifle about my professor's rooms.
she guides you out the door. And we will jump back to you guys real quick.
So they've left the room already, right?
Yep, they've left the room already.
As soon as they get out of earshot, Fen locks the door.
Actinia's gonna walk up to him and be like, so, you want to do some research together about these collectorates?
If you have extenuating information, as of right now, the only thing you've told me is a word that could be connected to almost anything. There are thousands of different things that could possibly have to do with. Do you have anything even slightly more specific?
Not right now. We were hoping that you had some information.
I think it's tied to how all them gifted kids show up at the local orphanage. That's where we saw it.
Won't be an intimidation check?
Yeah, I hate to think you're involved. I want to give him advantage.
Advantage? With both Actinia and Fen, really.
Yay!
Holy shit, one's a 17. Oh!
Wow!
Yeah!
Oh my god, this is happening.
23.
Yep, okay. Sorry.
It could be because I started playing X Gonna Give It To You in the background. That probably helped.
I see. Well, the orphanage has been blessed. Xades is inordinately full of talented individuals for certain.
That's weird. Because it seems like a lot of them aren't coming from Xades, are they?
No, I don't think they are.
Yeah, it seems like they're coming from very, very far away.
You see, weird thing is, we ran into Nahra's brother the other day, and it was magically proven to be Nahra's brother. He had a very different story.
I didn't.
And she's never technically.
What happened? I'm sorry, I didn't catch that, Evan.
I said now she's technically an orphan, but she wasn't before.
We've heard about a lot of thieving going on.
Well, how wonderfully exciting that
Yeah.
Nahra has a family.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
Henderson doesn't look terribly kindly on kidnapping kids. And I'm just gonna kind of like scratch at the holy symbol that I made that's still hanging around my neck.
Neither does Eleniel, so...
Oh, the way I see it, we got a couple of options.
Oh no!
He's stretching!
Shit. I'm sorry. That's goddamn, just such a It's like such a flex. It's like, I see we got this a couple ways. Like, I'm just limbering up so I can kick your ass.
Oh! We can learn more about this from somebody else, or we can learn it from you. That's it. Those are the two options that we got.
Knuckle crack is what did it.
Question, how tall is the roof?
Pretty tall. He's got vaulted ceilings.
Okay, so
He's in a freaking wizard's tower.
Yeah, not just more than enough room for me to grow to 12 feet tall, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Because you and I both know it's specific. If I can't grow to 12 feet tall, I can't use it.
I know.
Oh, before we get
Unfortunately, I gave you vaulted ceilings, but give me...
I mean,
You
thankfully.
wasn't thinking about that.
Thankfully for us, this dude's in a world of holy shit.
This is going to be so satisfying.
Also, while Glib is stretching, can I do an Arcana check to see if I see any glyphs or wards or anything lying around that would be protective in him?
Go for it. Yeah.
Oh, that's horrible.
Ooh, can I try and help him? Can I roll one too?
I mean, you can look around, sure.
I wouldn't even know to look for that, so...
Neither would I.
Is that an Arcana check? Wait.
Yeah, that would be our...
Okay. Thank you. Baby me.
Yay!
Yes!
Hey!
Well, the thing is...
Agrassa is on our side.
It's actually
That was Eleniel.
fairly...
Elenil, yeah.
That's Elenil, yeah. It's actually fairly obvious because he dives for his desk,
I'm gonna
and
throw
you
an
see
axe.
on top of it...
He's got a gun.
Hold on. Roll me initiative.
Ooh.
Alrighty.
It's time.
Not just Fen.
Oh.
Just Fen.
14.
Okay.
Competing initiative rolls, see what happens first, yeah.
So you throw the axe. Roll me a check. Yeah, roll me a check for it.
Okay, see if it
We can
hits.
attack roll.
Yeah, an attack roll.
Heavy is the head that wears the screen that we're
Right.
viewing it on. Ooh!
Oh!
Oh!
Do you want me to add my dex modifier to that?
Yeah.
So that's a 19.
Okay.
Since I'm throwing it, just...
Yes. Sorry, I have to double check
No, you're
one
good.
of the spells that he has
Mm-hmm.
as to what the words of it say. Oh, I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys.
What's the spell?
Shield.
It's a reaction?
Yep, it's a reaction.
No, I know. I forget what it adds.
It adds +5.
Okay.
So he casts shield, and it bounces off a magical shield, and he reaches over his hand and presses on a red cube that is on his desk, and suddenly he is surrounded by a cube that pushes you guys up against the walls. Get out.
Yeah, not happening.
No.
Mm-mm.
Get out.
How much room do I have?
You have maybe 5 feet between you and the wall itself.
How many magic books do you think are on this side of the cube?
Absolutely none.
Interesting. How many do you think are in the building?
Not enough to save you.
Oh, I'm not hoping for safety. And I
He
pull out
likes
one of the,
fire.
I pull out one of the bottles of ambrosia. I pop the cork off of it, and I start stuffing a piece of cloth in there. And I set it down, and I have I go to light it. Funny thing about magic when it burns.
Magic doesn't burn. Magical items survive regular fire.
Oh, cool.
Well, fuck.
Is it magical alcohol?
But Fen doesn't know this. So
Yes, but what
Fen
about
doesn't know
magical
that.
alcohol?
magical alcohol fire.
We got it from a magical rainbow lady.
Oh shit, that's right, I did.
Then I would like you to roll me a wisdom save, please.
1 second.
You magically light the fire before you throw your
Ooh, there you go.
ambrosia top.
I say throw it anyways. Who doesn't like
You
fire?
may not have an option.
I might not, no. That's a natural 20.
Hey,
Ooh.
something.
Right. So you manage to shrug off as a spell comes assaulting your arm. A spell comes assaulting your mind. He says, "Get out."
Sure. And I throw the giant jug at the wall. Where
books.
where the books and shit are.
So
Okay.
we're in like a 5-foot strip.
Pretty
with a
much,
cube
yeah.
of 4s.
Yeah.
So effectively, you'd be lighting us all on fire.
Oh, would I?
Yeah, it's not going to affect any of the books or anything. You're in a
Oh.
5-foot strip,
Well, I
and
don't-
he's
I don't
got
know
a
that
force
it's-
cube in front
I
of
don't
you.
know that it's not going to hurt the books, but I'm not going to throw it if it's going to burn us.
Yeah, it would only affect you, is the thing. Because you've basically got a see-through wall in front of you, a solid wall behind you.
Okay.
You've got a force cube around himself, and it.
Hey, Glib, you got anything that's going to hit on the other side of that?
Well, I was gonna try and do an Arcana check to see if I can Misty step through it.
Go ahead and roll me an Arcana check.
Here we go.
I can make a saving throw.
I don't know. Who knows? Not me. All right. Well, in that case,
Yeah, you think maybe.
The most
mean, you don't
powerful
know.
of mimes. What is this?
I don't know how it interacts with force spells, but what I can try is compel duel.
You will get out of my office, or I will call the castle guard.
You're gonna fight me.
Is that a saving throw?
It is, yes. You attempt to compel a creature into a duel. One creature that you can see within range must face a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature is drawn to you, compelled by your divine demand. For the duration, has disadvantage on attack rolls against creatures other than you, and must make a wisdom saving throw each time it attempts to move a space that is more than 30 feet away from you.
Does an 18 pass?
Wait, hold
18.
on. I get to roll my for Unso.
You're right! You do.
Oh yeah.
So I get
Heck
to,
yeah!
come
You
on.
get to roll your riff. I forgot about that. Oh no.
Roll a
So-
4 or higher, please.
How do I? Hold on. Is it on the sheet, or do I just have to roll a d8?
No, you just have to roll a
In
d8.
case the audience is wondering, we are really against kidnapping kids.
Okay.
And
so what was
abuse!
it?
And
What's the name
abuse!
for that again?
What?
It's slash roll and then the dice.
You can also just use the little thingy on the side.
Thingy.
That looks like a d20.
Right below your ruler.
Looks like a d20. And you can
Oh.
click it.
So subtract 6.
The DC is 15.
Technically, the DC is 21 now.
Oh, well, I was subtracting the roll from... Yeah. Either way.
So his eyes, like, flare on you, Glib. And now I would say let's roll initiative. Right, so we have initiative rolled. And I believe Glib has the higher initiative. Yeah, Glib
Yeah, 'cause-
definitely has the higher initiative. So, Glib?
So Glib's already got his hooks in him with the compelled duel, and he's gonna
Yes.
make eye contact. Really? A cube of force? You're gonna sit behind this cube of force after kidnapping, or at least aiding and kidnapping so many children, God, this is hardly even worth my time. And Glib is going to open the door and be like, come out if you're feeling up to it, and then we can talk. But really, guy? Really? Come on. And he's just gonna walk out. He's gonna walk out the room. After dropping all that on his little lap there.
Humility will be the weapon.
Also, this guy's already angry, right? And he's already magically being compelled to fight Glib, so Glib is going to try and take him out of his comfort zone, or at least give you guys some time to look through the room.
Fair.
And so Glib will just step around the corner, or 30 feet around the corner, or whatever. But yeah, that'll be his call.
30 feet around the corner, you said?
Let's see, let me double check compelled duel, because it's got a range of 30 feet. So he'll probably just step around the corner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Staying within range, but just...
Staying within range. But visibly leaving the room after being disgusted by this guy.
Okay. Ben? What you doing?
I can't do anything at the moment, so I'm gonna move... The door's behind Glib, right?
Yeah, well, the door's kind of in this general
vicinity?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to... I'm gonna wait until he moves.
Okay. So you're holding your action?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Can I still move with a hold action? Or
you would have to move before the action. You can only hold the action.
I'm gonna zip over here then.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah. That's all I can do. I'm gonna hold my action until
Oh man, I can't believe Zab is at the end. There's so much anticipation.
Mm-hmm.
What's it gonna be?
So you're gonna hold your action? For when he moves?
Yeah.
Okay. Noel, Actinia.
I'm torn because technically I could try and hit him, but I want to see if he'll follow Glib.
You can hold an action if you want, or whatever you want to do.
You think?
Mind you, because I know you're new to D&D, if you hold a spell and you don't use the spell, you still burn the spell slot.
Yeah. But you can also summon, so if you wanted to use a spiritual weapon, you can summon the spiritual weapon and not attack with it.
Can I summon it later?
You can summon it later.
You can summon it whenever you want to.
Okay.
And you don't have to hold the spell slot if you don't want to.
Okay. I think Actinia is going to be a little confused, but she'll just go along with what Glib and Fen are doing and hold off. And just stand I don't know, I'll wait.
Okay. Strix.
I'm gonna fly up and as far over as I can.
Got it.
And I'm gonna hold my actual attack action for when the force wall is done.
Okay. Move where you are approximately.
And you said it's 15 feet high?
Yes, 15 feet high.
Okay, so 15... And then I will hold my action until the force wall drops.
Alright. This is Zavin's turn.
Dun dun dun!
I'm so nervous.
Davin says, I'm gonna be really nice to you guys. Glib, roll me a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Alrighty, here comes a bad roll. Oh, I can do that through the thing. Hell yeah. Persuasion?
At disadvantage, yes.
A 9!
Alright, and Zavin says, "And what exactly would you do to save the world?" And I need everyone but Strix to make me dexterity saving throws. No.
Oh!
Those do I need? Which dice do I need? Okay.
Oof.
Oh no.
They're all bad.
4, 5,
We're doing
6,
good so
7,
far.
8, 9, 10. Yeah, okay.
Can you give them from there?
In spirit,
Yes.
sense of disturbance in the entertainment force.
Oh lord.
Friendship.
Let's see.
A sense of disturbance in friendship.
I wish this thing would tell me his dating throw.
Come on, friendship is magic. Like
Friendship is magic.
transcends
However,
walls, libraries.
your friends have made
have
poor
a-
choices for themselves.
They have elected death.
Hold on, let me remember. How does one calculate the spell save DC? Because this sheet is not telling me what his spell save DC should be.
It is...
I think it's like 8.
8
Plus-
plus proficiency plus spell modifier?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. 8.
I'm willing to bet we all failed.
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be surprised if you
Finn
didn't.
might
no,
have a
you-
chance.
No.
No,
Because
No, 'cause-
even without his proficiency modifier, it'd still be a 14.
no, sweet summer child. This is a high-level wizard.
I should have just hit him.
I'm just trying to be positive.
Oh.
Well, the
13.
problem is if we hit him,
14,
compelled duel
15.
goes away too.
Yeah.
16,
Oh, okay.
16.
So it's actually good that you didn't hit him.
Okay, good.
3, 2, 4,
What heals do I have?
14, 5, 26. All of you take 26 points of fire damage as a fireball erupts outside the door next to Glib.
26?
Yes. 26 points of fire
God,
damage.
that's so much
You're
I
lucky.
use the
I rolled
calculator.
really low for some of these.
That's okay, guys. We got him just where we want him.
I'm so sorry. Y'all intimidated, then threatened a high-level wizard.
Oh, I
I-
wasn't joking.
Oh, I know. I'm just...
So he could cast a spell through the cube of force.
Yes, he set a cube of force so that magical effects can go through. It's living things that were pushed.
Excellent.
Yeah. Which is how your compelled duel went through, because compelled duel couldn't go through if nothing could penetrate the wall.
Okay, but Fenn's sober, so he's like dead inside. Does that count? Can he get there?
No,
Oh,
does
sorry.
not count.
Tried.
I'm sorry.
I'm not there, but I'm trying to help. you
That's
know?
fair, man. It's fair. No, I appreciate that.
But that is the end of Zavin's turn for now. Actually,
His lair actions?
I was gonna say lair actions, legendary actions. Like,
I have Glib. It is your turn, Glib.
Okay, so Glib's gonna peek around the door with as much bravado and bluster as he can muster. Excuse me, what was that? Are you copping to this whole abducting children with some flimsy excuse for quote-unquote saving the world? Is that what you're going to justify this as? Really? God, it's like the villains don't even know they're villains anymore. Everybody's a hero in their story. Come on, guy, that's the most tired excuse in the book. If this is really what it's gonna be like, I wonder how everybody else on the faculty is going to interact with this little piece of information you've just copped to. Plus, who's gonna clean up the cinders? in the hallway. Are you gonna put Nahra on that duty too? Is it gonna be orphan duty to clean it up? I mean, oh, what was that?
Is there something you're trying to roll?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just berating this guy, and then I'm gonna leave. I guess intimidation would be a option.
Some vicious mockery.
What is intimidation?
I mean, it's not great. Glimpse is like holding aside. He's like, really?
Yeah, Brian, yeah. Okay. But yeah.
I mean, it can't be everybody in on this, right? It's gotta be the top 3 or 2 now that old what's-his-face, the Oracle, is dead. Tell you what, you can stay in your cube force. I'm gonna go talk to some other folks about this and try and get to the bottom of it.
Anybody else remember that Glib has a tape recorder?
Glib doesn't.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Glib does not remember that Glib has a tape recorder. But Fen? Or Glib, is that the... So you berate him and then you leave?
So behind me, behind Glib in the hallway, is there now just a big hole?
There's scorch marks, but because the walls and the floor are made of stone, it's okay. There is a door that looks like it's set on fire.
Oh.
But...
Is there any, like, windows nearby?
You're on an interior hallway, so the windows would be...
Alright, tell you, I'm gonna head out to the courtyard, and I'm gonna see what everybody else thinks about this little saving the world act you got going on. Deuces! And Glib's gonna just, like, start walking away. He's gonna walk his little 30 feet.
Small creature with 30-foot speed is actually pretty impressive.
That's because goblins are so energetic.
That's true. Goblins are pretty feisty creatures. Ben?
The fireball was more than a hint for Fen. It was kind of like a little outmatched today.
Level
So
5
Fen
fireball?
is-
Yeah.
The door's right about here where Actinia and I are now, right?
Yeah.
So, using my dash and everything else, I'm going to get to here. As a free action, I'm going to turn to Strix and be like, "Time to go!" And
You getting out?
we're getting out. I'm going to, like, trying not to hurt Actinia, I'm going to kind of, like hook her arm and yank while running out the door.
Do you consent to this, Actinia?
Yeah, but as I'm going out, I'm just like, come back.
Okay, so I'm gonna make it because she's not like yeeting herself with you. I'm gonna make it difficult terrain essentially. So you move half speed because
Okay.
she's just mad dogging the guy. But
And
you
I'm
do
going-
get out of there just fine.
I'm also going to burn an action surge then to
Dash.
to
Double
dash. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys successfully get out of there. I will end combat for now.
Maybe Strix wants to drop on him and snap his neck.
That's fair. Strix, did
What
you
the
have
hell?
something you
I
wanted
did
to do?
it. Yeah. The only thing that I said to Strix was, "It's time to go." What
That's
Strix does
true.
from there.
It's Strix's choice. What does Strix want to do? The Force Cube has not moved.
With a flying elbow.
Strix has no magic. So, Strix she hears Fen and she starts to fly and she's gonna fly towards the window and go
Okay.
out the window because that's probably the easiest action for her. And before she gets all the way out the window, she's gonna kind of turn around and go,
Hey, you know what? Hurting kids isn't okay, you asshat!
and then fly out.
I mean, that got the point across.
Fair enough. So you guys,
That's at least 1d4 psychic damage right there.
you guys have all exited this particular situation, and you are headed What are you headed for?
Oh, I'm headed for the courtyard.
Okay, you're headed for the courtyard.
The quad, if you will.
Okay. Is that where everyone else is going as well?
I'm gonna fly around until I see them.
Yeah, I'm hot on Glib's heels with Actinia in tow.
Yeah, I'm just being pulled, I guess.
Yeah, if there's any way like I can like kind of like loop her over my back, so to speak, so that she's like I'm giving like a piggyback ride of some sort.
Yeah, and in that case, I will have Strix and Actinia both roll me perception checks as you exit the building.
That's what I'm good at.
Hey, me too. Well, no.
Glib's already out
not
there
stealth.
playing sack. Like,
Really?
Have you guys ever heard of this frisbee?
As soon as I say I'm good at it, it's like, nope.
I mean, an 11 ain't bad.
What
Doesn't
is
make me
that?
happy.
Yeah, what is that?
Apparently,
It says 5.
yeah.
apparently
Yeah.
it's a 2.
French toast. That's like on a corner. That's a 20.
It's like 2
The dice
slides.
have
Roll 20
spoken.
lies.
It's not what the RNG
Guys have
says.
spoken. So yeah, y'all miss it until all of a sudden a large booming voice says, "Halt! Under the order of the town master, you are under arrest, adventurers."
Hey, you guys think he's talking to us?
Probably.
And three guards, three different captains of the guard stand forward, shields in front of them, and say, "Are you coming peaceably?"
Oof.
I'm still in the air.
Yes. No, it's specifically to Fen, Actinia, and Glib.
The groundborn. Are we? Where are we going?
You
Sorry,
are under arrest for attacking a member of the High Council.
Yeah, I will attack a kidnapper any fucking day. So, if I gotta take you down too, I'm happy to do it.
Is that a threat towards the captain of the guard?
I mean, I'm just letting you know. How you take it's up to you. How tall are the walls here?
You're outside.
Right, how tall are the walls? Like, around
To the
me.
courtfoot.
Oh,
I'm in a courtyard.
not
I imagine
very.
there's a wall somewhere.
Dang,
Not
we got-
very. They're probably like 3 foot.
we gotta
They're
help
like
the other
garden wall
scrolls
type
guards.
things.
Hold right there, criminal scum.
Right?
It zoomed in on her face and everything.
Actinia, you're gonna have to run on your own on this one.
Fine.
She's
Glib,
just
let's go.
resigned.
As
I'm still
all of this
aiming
is
my spear
happening,
at them.
She
Have
met
I
us like
been seeing
yesterday.
this?
Right?
have I been able to see all of this happening?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna kind of like perch somewhere high up behind something, and I'm gonna pull out one of the little pieces of paper, one of the paper birds,
Gotcha.
and I'm gonna write a quick note to Edwin going, "So they're getting arrested, and I'm hiding on the roof."
I run for the
That's
nearest thing that I wall that I can put between me and the guards, and I try to go over.
And now they're
All
trying to run away, and I close the paper bird and I send it to Edwin.
I'm gonna just follow Fen.
Fen, roll me acrobatics check for that. Ooh, but that's okay.
Ooh.
You roll 20.
Just fell flat on your ass.
I literally fell flat on my ass. You go.
Yeah, no, you trip over the wall, and the guard, is a little, he's not graceful himself, but he still manages to, I outrolled you by 2 numbers, by the way. 2. You could have beaten this so easy, and you just didn't. So roll me, if you want to fight as the handcuffs are brought down on you.
I pop Giant's Might, and I grab him. And
Okay.
I throw him over the wall.
Well, you
Oh.
can try. Roll me competing athletics check.
This isn't quite going the way I was hoping.
Okay, so you managed to throw the guard off of you, and now you've got 2 other guards who are going to try to take you down. One of them is clearly freaked out because he fails miserably. The other one, roll me another athletics check.
There it is. Oh, f*** off!
The other one, while you're throwing his friend off of you, gets both...
I threw one of them over the wall.
Yeah, but you're fighting 3 guards at this point. One of them is on his back over the walls. The other one failed to grab you. The third one, while you're paying attention to the other one, gets both shackles on you and just yanks you up. Or yanks you.
All 12 feet of me?
Yeah, you're pretty well caught and captured.
Okay, I'm restrained. That doesn't mean that I'm caught.
That's true. You're restrained. But he does have a sword on you.
That's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Glib, what are you doing?
I have a question.
Yes.
So all 3 of the guards were dealing with Fen for a little bit, right?
Yes.
Can Glib put on the wizard hat and become Wizard Glib?
Yes, he can. You can roll me a deception check to try to blend in.
I think Noel is frozen, by the way.
Oh no.
I think she's just interested in seeing what happens.
No, I think
but
she's
it's
frozen,
a lovely
but, like,
frozen
also,
picture.
yes.
All right, that's
It's a lovely
21.
frozen picture.
Honestly, this might
Let's
be
do
my
this.
favorite type of D&D.
All right, so Glib,
We should call this episode. We should call this episode Unna-pologetic.
Oh my god.
Perfect name. Anyways, so Glib, you fade into the crowd, just blending in your wizardy prowess. Actinia, what would you like to do, my love?
Okay, I'm going to try and get the knife off of Fen by casting some tremors with however you say that.
Okay.
Just so
Thaumaturgy?
Yes.
Yeah. Just so I'm aware, you're trying to get somebody to not stab Fen by shaking the ground beneath him.
Well,
Fen
it is a
gets choked
harmless
off-
sensory effect, so it's actually not like it doesn't make you shake. Like, it's a harmless sensory effect, so like, yeah, the ground shakes a little, but it's not like it has a DC to knock them over or anything. It just...
Can it make them like unsteady?
Not really. Cantrip level strength is not that strong. It's more for like flavor.
We need more flavor.
Need more flavor.
I mean, if anything, doing the yell that's like, what, 3 times as loud
Yeah,
as a
that's what I'm
normal yell?
thinking now. Because that'll.
I
get
mean,
him-
yeah, I'll let you do that if you want, and you can roll me like a intimidation check.
Yeah, I think I'll do that one instead. Once I figure out where to roll.
And I would actually put that intimidation check at advantage because it's...
Because we're criminals.
Intimidation.
So startling.
Edwin, you are now the only good,
I'm happy.
good boy in the party.
I'm a happy duckling over here.
Hey! Don't stab my friend!
Oh, that really
was not
forked
good.
you over, didn't it?
Yeah.
Roll 20 hates us.
It shows it's a 17, but you rolled an 8.
I don't know what you're talking about. I rolled 220.
230s.
Oh, okay.
You used all our mojo.
You shout,
Yeah, how dare you?
and the captain of the guard and the other guard, the captain of the guard stands. The other guard looks instantly to you. And I need you to roll me either an athletics or an acrobatics check.
I probably would do terrible on both of those.
Well, just choose the one you're better at.
Ooh, acrobatics, definitely. Oh,
yeah,
that's not
you
normal.
got a 17 dex, so...
Oh.
Normal, right? Not advantage?
Just normal, yeah.
Cool. Please be kind.
In fact, I need you to roll 2 of them.
I think the RNG on this busted.
No,
I think he got stuck in
log out and log back in.
Right?
No, that's just the way to crumble cookies sometimes.
God.
I think we're just. Yeah, I think it's just
You
RNG.
You got 2 guards on top of you. Fen, the one on you has chains on you and a sword on you and is shouting to his friends on the out that are running towards you.
I am going to look at him and be like, you really don't want to do that, friend.
Is that a threat?
No, I'm telling you that if your friend stabs me, it's going to hit you. So I'm telling you, you really don't want to do that, friend. Now, you want to keep talking about threats, motherfucker. You want to talk about the dude that steals kids? You really want to defend that? Because I will die for that.
You have attacked a high-ranking
I'm now
member
going
of
to tackle him.
society.
I'm tackling him. As soon as he starts talking, I'm going to tackle
Roll
him.
me an athletics check.
I was hoping we could bring this before like a judge. Or
Oh
wait
yeah,
until
no. This was
But
never going before a
It's
judge.
Finn. It's Finn.
maybe Edwin would get some
You
24.
managed.
dirt.
You managed to tackle him. Actinia, you are currently in chains.
Cool.
And
Could've
you
just
have
had
2
Edwin
people
as a
on
lawyer.
top of you, dragging you off. I will allow you one more athletics or acrobatics check if you would like, but it is at disadvantage because you are restrained. Actually, Fen, aren't you also restrained?
I am
So that
technically restrained. So let
Tackle
me
would
roll
be at
another one.
disadvantage.
Let me roll another one.
Oh no.
23.
You still succeed.
Let's do this.
It's just.
Hey!
He's got his big
Not
wizard
bad.
beard. He's
14.
just like face palming in the
14?
crowd.
14.
Okay.
Strix is just sitting on the roof going, oh, good
He got a natural 20, so you are
Yay!
yeet over his shoulder and carried off like it's nothing while the captain of the guard goes to help out with Fen. Fen, you have 1 guy underneath you. You have 2 more coming towards you and the captain of the guard who's on his way.
I'm going to kick
Please
the
run.
sword away and
You don't
run.
have that opportunity. You are basically in initiative right now. You did your action. You have maybe a bonus action, and you are restrained.
Well, then why did they get to move? If I don't...
Because his action is the movement. This is his second turn. This is a separate turn. This is like turn 3 right now. I'm just keeping track of the initiative in my head.
All right. Let me think. I don't really have a whole lot I can do because I already burned my action surge earlier.
You still have your movement, yeah, but you have movement and bonus action.
Yeah, but I don't think I have anything that's a bonus action.
Okay.
Breaking the chains would be an action, right?
It would be one hell of a DC.
Well, I mean, like
action,
it is an
yes.
action, right?
Yeah, it would be an action.
Okay, so
It'd be one
I don't
heck
have
of a
that. I got to make sure that I'm
I
marking
can
these
break
down too.
these cuffs. Can't break those cuffs.
Wrought iron manacles, yeah.
Then the most I can do is run.
Yeah?
Unfortunately.
Are you aiming towards the captain of the guard, or are you aiming just completely away from things?
Is there a way that I could run at the one that has Actinia as an intimidation? Like a feint?
I mean, you could try to roll me an intimidation check at disadvantage, but he would be past the captain of the guard, so you would probably get an attack of opportunity on you. Your dice to roll.
Just
really gave
leave
to
me.
us.
It's fine.
I'm just gonna let Actinia know. I was like, don't worry, we'll come get you. And I'm gonna hoof it.
Actinia
Okay.
is so bad right now. Just on
So
the
you
floor.
get 30 feet away.
40. I'm still a giant.
40. That's true. You get 40 feet away. Which means that fairly quickly you would be able to outpace them if you continue to run. Roll me a stealth check to hide.
Alright, give me one moment.
Sorry, guys. I don't mean to be a jerk.
No,
I don't know if we're gonna be able to go to Pirates tomorrow.
16.
16? Okay. Yeah, you managed to blend in with the crowds. You do now have a warrant out for your arrest, but you are free. And you do shrink down eventually while in hiding. Actinia, you are... Ooh, deja vu. You are taken to the guards area, and I think we will pause with you guys. Edwin.
Don't forget, I sent him the paper bird telling
Yeah,
him.
nope. But I got a good 10 minutes before that happens because y'all decided to fight with the central wizard, go and escape, get arrested. So I guess it's more like 5 minutes, maybe.
And yeah, no,
but-
all of this seems very logical and reasonable. So I say don't you
Fine.
worry.
Everything's fine.
Only one got captured. It's cool.
But Edwin,
Yes.
so you and Nahra are holding hands walking down the hallway, and she takes you up several flights of stairs to the top of a tower and pulls a key off of her belt and unlocks the door, leading you inside. And when she's inside, she actually taps a couple of places in the room that you see kind of flare and disengage traps as she moves. And she says, "Okay, I've never really done this before. I have permission to be in here sometimes when he asks me to be, so this could go really good or really bad.
It's gonna be great. What could happen? Unaware of everything that's about to happen to everyone else.
So much could happen.
Get in trouble or arrested. He kind of so the town master actually answers to the wizards that run the school.
Oh, that's bad
So
news.
That's concerning. It's a little concerning, but it's fine. We're good. Okay, we only got to worry about that if we get caught, and we're not going to get caught. And if we do, then we're not going to get caught. It's fine. We're good. We're great. We got this.
Keep his journals over here. With some of his spell books. There's actually a hidden compartment in the back of one of his bookshelves. I've seen him hide spells back there when I've brought them for him. So, right over this way. Can you help me with the getting it open?
Yeah. What do I need to...
Roll me a sleight of hand check at advantage.
Ooh, alrighty. Now let's see if my luck is any better than y'all's, huh?
What, please?
You said
The
advantage?
dice love Edwin.
Yeah, at advantage. Wow. Yeah, so
Damn.
with ease and with her help, you just pop this thing open, and inside you find a collection of books and scrolls. And she kind of moves the scrolls to the side, and you see a couple of books. And she kind of lifts up the first one and pulls out a second, and she closes the thing back up.
This information exists. It would be in here. This was the journal he used to write notes in when I was first adopted.
Okay. And I need you to roll me an investigation check. She is going to roll one as well.
Investigation?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I have a character sheet for her. I don't have to do this off the top of my head. Thank the Lord.
Wow. I am so upset right now.
So
No, this is good. This is where we want those good rolls.
I
Yes.
took all the 4s from you, so you can do good right now.
Yeah, you walked so that Edwin could run.
I don't know
Yeah,
what you guys are talking about. Roll 20 is great.
that means so a 17 and a natural 20 for a 24. She takes you to the bed and you sit down and you start going through it, and pretty much instantly you see like this guy is so freakishly organized. So freakishly organized.
Nerds.
And at the top, each diary entry has a title. And the title of one of the early diary entries is The Formation of the Collectorate.
Alrighty.
And you see it's a passage from about 20 years ago. As you're reading through it, you get the information. The Oracle has had a vision, the most concerning of things. Serpents and snakes, the end of the world. Parties in ruin. We have decided to make a specific collection of people, the 3 of us, to stop this. We have decided to go about this by collecting different powerful wizards and those of magical ability throughout the land, bring them together and train them. Our selectors will be brought to us and given the specific embarkation when they are of age to go out. We will spend our days creating the strongest and fastest, and may the light and Nah protect us in this endeavor, so that we might bring about the end, so that we might stop this horrific end from ripping the world apart. Nah, save us. We are doing what we can. Hopefully it is enough. And page upon page are different ways that they have found. You actually find one that talks about the sage, the alchemist, and the oracle working together and discovering different talented individuals. One of them actually talks about a collection of tribal people in Smaris that the oracle has a vision of their town being razed, and they discover that, or they got the vision of a potentially powerful magist there that they were intending to take for safety when the town was razed. You see a couple mentioned different children that were mentioned to be taken and trained to stop the end of the world. And Nahra kind of stops at the page that talks about her, and she's just, so it's true. I'm being raised to stop the end of the world. Well, at least we have the information. I don't know what you can do with this, but I hope it helps.
Right. I'm sorry you had to find out this way.
No, I'm glad. I'm glad that I know.
It's always better to know. And at least you have your brother. You have family. You have someone who cares for you. What comes next is really up to you. You have a choice. And it's clear you haven't had too many of those in your life. You can continue down this path, but know that it's now your choice to do so, or you can choose something else.
What if this is the only way to stop the end of the world?
There's never an only. Trust me on that. You can have the best plan in the world, and sometimes things just go away.
Out of character. Hilarious.
Means I can't help you while you're here. If I leave, I can't help you.
See, that's just it. Don't make your decisions based on how you can be of use to others. Make your decisions based on what's best for you and what you want. You can help us in many more ways than just being a bookworm. I shall no longer call you a nerd.
I think.
You're welcome. You and your brother deserve more. You've lost so much time together, but you have so much time left to make up for it.
I want to help you all, if I can. Gavin and we have to leave Xades, but and I don't know where we could possibly go, but if you need anything, I'll keep the Bending Stone. I want to help you. You've given me hope. I didn't really have that before.
Listen, I haven't given you anything. All right. I just made you realize that you can just take what you want. And I'll keep the stone handy. If you ever need me, need us, need anything, give me a call. And I want what's best for you and your brother. I do have a question, though, since you seem to be very familiar with this room. And I am not as familiar with these kinds of magics. I would assume not, since we're in here. But if I were to take this book, aside from the book no longer being here, would he know that I took it?
Probably not. Hold on. And she taps her eyes and looks at the book, and then shakes her head. It's not got any traces of magic on it. It's fine.
Fantastic, as I just slip it into my...
But you do want to be really careful with it. A lead box would probably help. If he casts locate object, he could track it for 1,000 feet. So, be careful. You don't want you to get hurt.
Yeah, it's not the best. I tend to try to avoid getting hurt as much as I can. Haven't been doing as good lately. But I appreciate your concern.
Okay.
Where's your brother now?
He's in my rooms.
Round about this time, a paper bird flies in through the door and lands on your lap.
Explosion? Okay, so I get...
Yeah, you get the letter that your friends are being arrested.
We almost got blown up. Things been Things have been bad, and they're being arrested. And I'm hiding on the roof.
Game over, man. Game over.
What is it?
So you're gonna want to go get your brother. if now would be a good time to not be here anymore. Seems as though my friends have found themselves in a bit of a sticky wicket. And I'm going to be preoccupied for the time being. And I would hate for you to get dragged into our mess. Now would be the time. Let's get you. Let's go to your brother and let's get you up and going.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, why don't you? What's going on?
So I know you said we're heroes, and we try. At least it seems like it. My friends are being arrested right now, which, if I had to guess, they instigated some business with Zavin, and didn't go too well. So, and I'm just gonna kind of flash her the letter so she can see that they're all being arrested. Strix is hiding on the roof. And yeah, so we try, some more than others.
Oh, he's talking about me.
I think he's talking about me.
I'm talking about Fen.
He's talking about me.
But to be fair, like, go ahead, throw a dart. Sure shit ain't me.
We need to get Kazan out of the city.
Agreed.
Can I come to your room tonight?
Yes. Of course. Anything you need.
Just like the studio audience.
I'm just thinking of the meme with the cat going, ooh.
Please don't get arrested. Please don't get arrested.
I'm fairly confident I won't.
I'm gonna get Kazan out of the city. I have some people who I can talk to. The Princess Galatela, the Bulbuck, is actually very nice. And then I'm gonna talk to you, okay? I will meet you tonight at the library inn.
All right.
Isn't that
Sounds
the
good.
first place they'd look for us? Sorry, shit. Didn't realize my mic was on. I had it turned off for so long at this point.
He's a shut-in.
To be fair, they shouldn't be looking for me.
Yeah, they're not looking for Edwin. Edwin's fine.
They're not looking for me. They found me.
Yeah, they're not looking for you. Glib is a wizard. They have no idea where Glib went.
They don't even know I'm there.
Oh,
Yeah.
also, real quick, before you take off to get your brother, is there roof access?
Please don't jump off the roof.
Wasn't planning on it.
Well, time to jump off the roof.
I'm hoping to find Strix up there since she's hiding up there, and maybe we can talk in private before, proceeding forth.
I want to turn the.
She grabs your hand and just starts leading you out of the room. She presses a couple of the glyphs to turn them back on and locks the door again and puts the key on her belt, and it's just like,
I'm basically turning into a felon. You're a very bad influence on me, I'll have you know.
and she just starts leading you through the halls and up the stairs to roof access.
Do my best.
And opens the door and lets you out onto the roof. And she just says, "Tonight. Remember."
Tonight. Absolutely.
Okay. Don't talk to the town master until we've talked. And then she just leaves. And you are now free to roam about the roof.
I shall roam about the roof, looking for a concerned, if not terrified, Owlfolk.
So?
Also not screaming, because I don't want to cause too much attention.
Roll me an investigation check. Strix, roll me a stealth check.
Hoo-hoo.
I'm sorry. You might never find me.
That's true. That's
wait,
the one
here.
thing.
It's the one thing I'm really good at.
That investigation?
Yes, investigation.
Oof. Oh.
No,
Well.
I think he's fine.
Oh, that's fine. Unless, Strix rolls.
Don't.
Oh, thank God! I thought it was going to land on
thankfully.
19.
Sorry, I saw
so
19 coming around. I was like, well, my heart just stopped.
it was a little concerning. So Strix, you are extremely well hidden, but Edwin, you have eyes of an eagle, and somehow you just have an inspiration in your heart to find your friends, and so you kind of manage to find the white speckled owl on the roof.
I want to think she's just cowering and just walk up, just eh.
She literally launches herself at him.
I'm so glad you're here. Oh my god, it was horrible. Actinia's gonna take it away, and I don't know what's happening. And I don't know where Glib went. He just disappeared. And Fenn ran the other direction, and I don't know what happened to him, and he was handcuffed and really big.
Actually, thinking of this, sorry, I just realized
Once Fen
at
gets
some
small,
point, Fen, you get small and the handcuffs fall off. So now you just have very large, Goliath-sized handcuff, wrought iron manacles that you can choose to carry around with you if you'd like, or just leave them in the.
I'm gonna put them in
there.
the bag of holding.
Okay, but anyways, back to you two. Sorry about that.
Right.
And she just rattles all of this off really fast while she's hugging you, going, "Oh my god, I'm so glad you're here."
Right. So what? What happened? I left the room. I was gone. It's 5 minutes. What happened? How?
Fen.
Oh.
It's true though.
Okay,
You can't look like that.
And kinda Glib, but mostly Fenn.
Really, Glib? Wow, that's shocking.
I know, so shocking, right? But so Finn suspected and then threw an axe and at his head, and he hit a button and a big wall of force, and then Finn got really mad and threatened him, and then Glib did something. I don't know what he did, but he did something where he made him want to fight him, and then a fireball went off, and I was in the air, and everybody else got hurt, and then Finn said time to go, so I may have said some bad words and flew out the window while they ran away. And then I found them in the courtyard, and they were all fighting guards and on the ground, and Actinia was being hauled away over a shoulder, and Finn was running the other direction, and I have no idea where Glib went.
Glib's at the mess hall. He's having lunch.
That tracks. He's just got an old man bowl of porridge and is just enjoying it being a doddering old coot. That tracks so hard with Glib.
You there, bring me some chocolate.
Yes, Professor?
Respect your elders.
Yes, Professor?
I'm new. Adjunct.
Yes, of course, Professor. My apologies. Yes.
Tenure!
And
Right.
yeah, that's kind of where we're at. I didn't know what else to do, so I sent you a bird because I'm really good and nervous.
Yep. That seems to be good. Seems to have been a good choice to make. So, do you have any idea where Fen went? You
I
said you
point
saw him
in the direction that he ran.
He went that way.
North-ish.
Got it. This is a lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and share with Strix to save time. Pull out the book. I got a book. It's evidence. Also, we should wait because apparently the town master answers to the high nerds, and that's a
no
problem. It's no good indeed.
That's no good.
So
That's no good.
let's hold off on the legal action for now. But we should find Fen before he causes more problems.
I gotta say, I don't know if they're after me because I was in the room and I'm pretty sure he probably said look for a small owl.
Then I would recommend staying in the air as much as you are able. And at least if you can fly and find Fen and let me know where he is, then I can go approach him and you go back and hide at I suppose the inn is the only real place we have to go. Though they'd probably look for us there, or you there, not I.
What about the ship?
Ah. There's an
Do
idea.
you think Captain Dewane would give us clearance to go on the ship early?
Potentially. He and Fen seem to hit it off pretty well. And,
Okay.
so we gotta find Fen.
Okay, I'll go fly around and find Finn.
I'm sure Glib will just make his way back to us.
If you go to the thing, can you get my stuff?
Oh, hey
You go
guys,
to
how's
the-
it going?
Yeah, at some point, like, Glib just Misty steps up under the
Where
roof.
did you
She's like, hey, Erin!
The timing is too good. It doesn't have to be canon.
No, it has to be canon now. Congratulations, it's canon. You
Either
took
way.
your chocolate pudding and just sauntered onto the roof to find a good view and...
Sauntered, he's vibrating and he's got lightning bolts coming off of him. He's like Glib Allen right now.
You know what? I think I missed my calling as an academic.
I kind of startle and then I go hug him just as hard as I hugged Edwin.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Settle down there, young lady. We have much to do.
I gotta go find Finn.
Alright. Fen, roll me a stealth check. Strix, roll me a perception check at advantage, because you are flying. Glib and Edwin, you have the stage.
I keep wanting to roll my real dice.
Yeah, I know. But look
Okay.
at how cool it is.
Advantage.
That one was a 3.
Look how cool it is.
Cool. And I'm
But it
rolling
looks
investigation or perception.
Perception at advantage. In a way, you kind of want this roll to be low.
Yeah, that is true.
Hey!
And really, it just comes down to you are scared, and scared means that you like zone in on anything that looks familiar.
Hawk.
And let's be real here. quarter drow walking through the streets.
The green
Just
hood.
got small, probably beating the shirt balls out of a wall. Like,
Oh, I'm not trying to draw attention to myself from anyone on the street for sure. So I'm not.
no,
hitting the wall.
you're like chilling, but like somehow you can just feel the rage
Always got a big
simmering.
race into it.
Oh, definitely pissed. Yeah.
He's
I'm
just
about-
buying bottles of booze to just shatter on the sidewalk because he can't drink.
So I was instructed to go
Actually,
tell
yes,
Edwin.
I will be doing that.
Yeah, no, that tracks. Yeah.
I was instructed to go tell Edwin where Finn was as soon as I found him. And being my skittish little self at this moment in time, terrified that I'm going to, God bless you,
Pleasure.
get caught myself, I am going to fly as quickly as possible back to Edwin and give him the location.
And he's pretty much just off campus, kind of skulking around. Ironically, close enough to the drunken Lily. In actuality, so like northwest, northeast corner of campus. Northwest is where the portal works is.
And as she flew away, I would have caught Glib up and showed him the book and all of that jazz.
Oh, well, that's kind of a sticky wicket. The town master.
Is thing no.
Huh. Well, I'm not sure what to do with this information besides maybe show them. And then there's not like a governing Unna body, right? There's not like a central, like. It's sort of like a town by town kind of thing, huh?
Yeah, once every other year, all of the town masters get together in Kitu and have a large scale meeting.
Yeah, but we can't call like the Unna president, huh?
Unfortunately, the president of Unna is not a position that is held.
All right. Well, not yet.
Not yet.
King?
When Glib takes over the world and becomes the benevolent dictator.
All right. Well, does the notebook mention anything about anybody else in the school helping?
Because it's a natural 20, you would actually. Because it's a natural 20, I will retcon a little bit that you guys could have looked into the second journal as well while you were looking. Because it was a natural 20 that you rolled, Edwin. And you would find out that it was the 3 heads of the schools, but at one point, Raban's underling got a little too excited about the prospects. And you discover that Karnan, the Raban's assistant, kind of to Raban what Nahra is to Zavin and what Silas was to the Oracle, started coming up with ideas of tattoos to use on some of the other students, predominantly on like Nahra because she was the easiest to have access to, and started working with them on this project so that they could advance. They also, once the Oracle died and Silas left, convinced one of the higher up students of the Oracle's department to help with divination, but they don't know that they're helping, don't know exactly what they're helping with. They just are informed that it's a desperate necessity while the Oracle and the Assistant Oracle are out.
So it seems like the paper trail is kind of just the top 3 guys. So if we can get the rest of the school to maybe grow a conscience, I mean, we could potentially overthrow them in an academic fashion, and then they wouldn't have any political power.
Sorry, my mistake. They also have the town master working with them.
All right, so we're gonna have to have an election.
And you do remember, having traveled with Silas, that the name, the Oracle of Xades, carried a good bit of weight around Unna. You would assume that the Sage and the Alchemist probably would as well in other towns.
Oh boy, this is kind of a rough one, huh? Well, you have the... Okay. Is there an assistant town master?
Yes.
That's our target. How good are you at copying books? Oh, I'm not good at it. Nahra must be great at it. She copies spells. If we can get her... Oh, okay. It's all coming together.
You can see the cogs turning.
Effectively, we have to oust every ruling body on this island in order to survive.
Brilliant. Excellent plan.
We have to talk to the assistant town master.
Or, and then I'm going to let him know that Nahra wants to talk to me later. And maybe wait until I talk to her before we start doing too much. Like, go ahead and keep the ideas a-flowing, but before we do too much or find ourselves in too deep of a situation, maybe we,
Hey, that's fair.
Check
I
our
would love
resources.
to have more information to work with.
agreed.
Actinia is probably in jail by now.
Yes,
Well,
Actinia, you are very firmly locked up.
She's a cleric. I'm sure she'll do fine.
Yeah, that's fair. She can heal herself, probably. Well, unless they have anti-magic stuff on the jail, but well, they probably do. It's a wizard. It's a wizard school. Well, maybe that's only for arcane magic.
Trust me, a night in jail it's fine. It's she'll be fine.
She's tough. All right. Well, let's see what Nahra has to say. Let's reconvene. I have an idea. You're not gonna like it.
I love it already.
Okay.
We spend the night at Portal Works.
You're right. I don't like it, but I also agree that may be our best course of action. At least for y'all to have some cover.
Yeah.
Okay, so is it safe to assume that Strix would be keeping an eye on us from the sky?
Yes. Okay. Yes.
Can I do some sort of signaling and or interpretive dance to let her know to go to Portal Works?
You make a series of complicated hand gestures. Strix, it is up to you whether you understand a single bit of them or not.
So
Can it be like a performance to insight check or something? Like,
Actually, that's a great idea. Edwin, I would like a performance check. Strix, I would like an insight check. Don't forget to use the dice on the screen.
I don't want to use my dice.
No.
Oh Lord, insight? Really?
Yep.
You're good at
You know I'm
insight.
not the smartest person ever, right?
You're a monk. You're wise.
Isn't insight a wisdom thing?
Yeah, it is.
3, yeah.
Wow.
Well, Edwin's been rolling really well.
Yeah. Yes, he has.
Oh, I still had it on advantage. I'm sorry.
That's all
we'll
right.
just use
Reroll.
the first number.
Yeah, the first
Well,
one's
yeah.
18.
Well, we can just use the 18. So yeah, you, Edwin,
expertly.
Yeah, the better I do it, the easier it should be for her to get it, right?
Edwin expertly rolls, shows off these wonderful charades, and you're just like, yes, okay, I get that.
And then I see it that he wants me to go to Portal Works by myself, and I'm like, because I fly to Portal Works.
Are you gonna talk to? Okay. Yep.
Ben? Did everyone
He
leave?
told
him?
me to go to Portal
Well,
Works.
I
fly to
was just letting Strix know first, so she's not
Okay.
just hovering up there and has a place to go to be hopefully safe.
Yep.
I was not told to talk to Finn. I
'cause
was
I
not told to
assume-
do anything.
Well, I assume this conversation was happening as we're on our way to Fen, so
That's fair. Yeah, because you
Yeah,
had returned to tell them about where Fen was, right?
yeah.
Yes,
you said
I did.
you said she found
Okay.
us like
yeah.
right outside
Then
the
it would be
school,
on your way to.
and I said I
Yeah.
was
Okay.
talking to Glib, and then we
That's
had to go-
fair.
yeah, so-
That's my mistake. I
So we're,
got a little.
so we're still on our way until we hear the sound of cursing and bottles shattering.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Some
you managed
bum's
to
like
find-
looking at me funny while he walks by.
Yeah, you guys managed to find Fen throwing empty beer bottles around because, you know,
Hey, Fen,
dare they be empty?
you all right?
Fucking fucking.
That's what I thought. So, we're gonna go to Portal Works.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, Glib?
I think that's the best call.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
All
Before
right.
We might
just
spend the
before
night
anyone, before anyone sees us, before some of us make a scene. Let's head to yeah.
And I'm pretty sure it's extra planar, so scrying spells might have a difficult time of finding us.
Indeed.
You know for a fact they do.
Also, please put this in the bag of holding, and I'm going to give him the book.
Do we have one or both?
You have one journal, the other one, or unless you wanted to take both journals, but the second journal was his current journal, so.
That would have been a good idea. Can I say that I took it?
Yeah, you can say that you took both because, like, it.
I took both.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah,
That
you have
happened.
both.
Yep.
I immediately
Here you
stick
go.
them in the bag of holding.
And then I'll explain kind of what they are as we're walking to Portal Works.
So we have evidence.
Hopefully, yes.
Except the town master is working with them. Oh, so
Oh, that's
sad.
fucking amazing. All right.
Should we
so how
maybe
do
give Fen a hat?
Oh, yes, you can have the birthday hat.
Oh god, can I? Isn't there a better one than the? I hate the birthday
Yes.
cake. And I.
There is another hat.
give
In
him the
fact, there are
fedora.
several other hats. You
Give him
have
the fedora.
options, my good sir. You know all the hats in that box.
There's a pirate
Canadian
hat
one.
in there, isn't there?
There's a pirate hat. There is a page boy hat.
I'm gonna throw the
There's-
pirate hat on. And-
So yeah, the captain of the sea. So yeah, and Fen's. I'm going to take my opportunity to color this because I feel like I want to and no one can stop me. Fen, you place the hat upon your head and you say with gusto, delicious. So upset. And all of a sudden, your hair turns bright red and you get a long red beard with like little clasps in it. Your clothes turn into a long, slightly leathery coat with a scarf around your head beneath the hat, and boots and leggings. You have stripy pantaloons on. You have a rapier attached to your side, and behind you is the gentle smell of the sea wafting as your hair flows gently in the wind.
Not gonna lie, I love everything about this.
Yeah, I'd say Fen's pretty salty.
Oh, that goes without saying.
Nothing sadder than a pirate who can't drink.
Where's me rum? Do we know how we're getting the fucking cleric out?
Not yet, but I figured maybe we could implore the assistant town master tomorrow.
It's on the to-do list.
I'm gonna write in a paper bird while we're walking to Actinia and I assume they're going to tell me what they were talking about with the plan, so I'm informed. I'm going to write in a paper bird, and I'm going to immediately just like send it off.
Why are you sending a letter that is going to be either very easily just grabbed on the way in?
Don't worry, we have a plan. This is it, and how they can foil it. This is where we're hiding out.
I already yelled to her while they were there. It doesn't,
This is where we're hiding out.
Oh
Don't
no,
worry, we're coming.
I'm not putting where we are. I'm just saying, like,
hold tight.
Hold tight. We're on our way.
Like,
Fen, you realize you're effectively sending a letter to the people that work in the jail.
You are aware that I already said to the people that work the jail that we're going to come and get her, right?
I love
yes,
Wizard
but
Glib.
we don't need them in writing.
Yeah, they already know. And there were witnesses. It's not like I can deny saying that I'm going to come and get her.
Yeah, I mean, that's something you say in the heat of the moment. Don't send them a letter. Actually, you could send them a letter and then we don't go get her for a little bit and then they're all on guard.
They'll all have points of exhaustion, just standing there for hours on end, waiting for us.
Waiting for us to come.
You could tell her we're on the way, and then we'll show up tomorrow, maybe. Hard to say.
I mean, I could do that.
Y'all make your way to Portal Works while having this conversation? You are... Sorry, what?
I said unfortunately.
Y'all are greeted by the brightly dressed shopkeeper, and I believe... That sounds like a great place for us to end our episode. Yay. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. We will see you next week.
Bye,
everybody.
Bye. And that brings us to the end of our show. Thank you everyone so much for joining us. We absolutely love having you. Don't forget that if you're new here, we have all of the links down below to keep up in contact with us. We have our Discord, all of our social media, and our merch store. Again, we've got that cool new shirt. So other than that, we'll see you all next week. And we do have metagaming tomorrow if you want to check us out. So we'll see you soon. Bye.